And if you would indulge me, just to let me ask Mr. Gardner one question about training, because according to the Seattle Times, the training on that, the training of the employees is a serious concern. They outlined that employees were concerned that engineers had piled up into a single locomotive car to do the training runs as a group. Conductors were largely kept in cars further back in the train or on the trailing locomotive. Some did their familiarization runs in the dark after midnight. Supervisors were unwilling or unavailable to answer questions about key characteristics on the route. And safety starts with training. Mr. Gardner, it clearly wasn't adequate. What are we doing about that?
Well, thank you, Senator Murray. We, not getting into the specifics of the incident given the NTSB investigation, but I can say absolutely we've very significantly reshaped our training efforts for qualifications for new routes and for routes that have undertaken any kind of change in their characteristics. We've centralized that training. We've created a very specific process to ensure both that we have an adequate review of all of the conditions on the either new route or changed route, and that we have a review process to determine exactly the level of training, the number of qualification runs, and the type of runs that will be made. And then I've also instituted a process to ensure that engineers and conductors who are qualified are then quickly checked to ensure their fluency and competency for the routes. So we have significantly changed our approach here to ensure that we do have both one common standard across all of Amtrak and a much higher level of standard for qualifications to ensure that every time we operate on a new route that it's done so with the utmost level of safety.
Okay, and Madam Chairman, I would just ask that the FRA get back to this committee on whether they've reviewed the training programs and what their solutions are to this.